Good afternoon, everyone. Is the voice is audible? Is the voice is audible? చెప్పండమ్మా ఎవరైనా చెప్పండి.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, last class, can anyone, what is the topic that I said? Last class ఏం చెప్పానమ్మా మీకు టాపిక్? I think AL is finished, no? If this topic is finished in the last class? So we finished the topic ALU in the last class. Now we'll see the stack. Okay? So stack is nothing but where you can store where you can store some of the variables. Okay, and stack is also is called as memory. Okay, and to in order to access the stack we require stack pointer. Is it okay? In last class I said all these things. Okay, and to access the stack you require the pointer, stack pointer. Okay, and by using stack pointer you can do two operations. Those are push and pop operations. So in last class I said this. Now in general in memory stack organization, so I will explain the memory stack organization. So here push is a little bit different from the previous push. Okay, so memory stack organization, is the voice is clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the memory is divided into, uh, actually, you can say that one part of the memory will store the program, okay? And another part of the memory will store the operand or data. And the other part is called as the stack, okay? Now, to access the program, we require the program counter. And to access the operand, we require address register. And to access the stack, we require the stack pointer, okay? Then you require one more register, that is data register. Okay. Now can anyone see here stack? Stack is from, so see stack is nothing but starting from 4001 and it is going towards, so stack is decreasing towards 3000. Okay. Try to remember this important point, this point. Okay. Initially it's 4000 and 4001. Then later on the number is decreasing. Okay. And this is the stack. And now in this, so program is nothing but, now in exam I will ask the question, for accessing the instructions, which register is needed? Answer PC, AR, SP, DR. So what is the answer? PC. Similarly, to access the data, what you require? AR. To access the stack, you require stack pointer. Okay. Now by using stack, we can perform two operations. Those are push and pop. Okay. Now push operation, how we'll do the push operation? Is it okay? Now assume that stack pointer is pointed to 4001 memory location. Now assume that stack pointer is pointed to 4000. Now assume that data register contain the value 5. Okay. Assume the stack pointer is pointed to the memory location 4001. Is it okay? Now I'm performing the push operation. Push operation ela cheyali? Now decrement stack pointer by 1 and store that value in SP. Now can anyone, if you decrement the stack pointer, what is the new? Now stack pointer contains what value? Because stack pointer initially contains 4001. Now you have to decrement the stack pointer by 1. That means stack pointer is now pointed to 4000 memory location. Is it okay? Now I want to write DR value in this 4000 memory location. So in 4000 memory location, what is the value that I have? Is 5. The value that you have in 4000 memory location is 5. Okay. It is not clear, it is 5. Is it okay? Like that, you can do push operation. And once again, I want to store 3099 3999 memory location. I want to store some value 1. Okay. Then once again, what you have to do? Push. Push is nothing but called as insert. Now once again, decrement stack pointer by 1. Now stack pointer pointed to 4000. Now decrement stack pointer by 1. So if you decrement stack pointer by 1, you will get 3999, where you have to store the number 1. Is it okay? Like that you have to perform the push operation. Okay. Then pop operation. Pop operation is nothing but you are reading the data from stack. Is it okay? Now, can anyone say that what is the stack pointer now? Stack pointer, what is the top of the stack now? The top of the stack is 3999 memory location. The stack pointer now pointed to 3999 memory location. Is it okay? Now, what is the value that it has? It has the value 1. Now, I want to pop. Pop is nothing but I want to read that data from the stack. Whenever if you do pop operation, the top of the stack will be read first. Okay. Now, what is the top of the stack? 3999 memory location, where you have 1. Now, what is the data that I will write? From M of SP. SP ante ikkada 3999. So, in that memory location, you have 1. That 1 will be transferred to DR. That 1 will be transferred to DR. Then stack pointer, here it is 3999. Now, it is incremented by 1. So, stack pointer becomes now this. Are you okay? Like this. So pop operation is nothing but example for stack pointer incremented by 1, whereas push operation is nothing but decrement stack pointer by 1. Is it okay? And one more important point, most of the computers does not provide any hardware to verify the conditions of the overflow or underflow. Okay? Overflow or underflow of the stack. So overflow ante full stack. So when you will get to overflow in a tank, when the water is full, then automatically you will get the overflow. Then underflow. Underflow is nothing but empty stack. Okay. So there is no separate hardware for overflow and underflow. Is it okay? So this is called as the memory stack organization. Now, now there is a priority whenever you want to express some arithmetic expressions, you can represent those expressions by using different notations. Okay. So now assume that the arithmetic expression is roll. Give your attendance all of you once 1 to 10 numbers attendance cheppandamma.
3 present, sir.
Hmm. Roll number 11 to 20. Roll number 21 to 30.
26 present, sir.
21
present.
present, sir.
29 present, sir.
Hmm.
24 present, sir.
25 present, sir.
26 present, sir.
Okay, now see, I already said no arithmetic expression. Some expression is there, a plus b. Now I want to so there are different types of notations are there to express the a plus b. So first one is infix notation. Infix notation is nothing but normal notation, that is a plus b. That means you are performing addition between a and b. Then prefix or polish notation. Prefix or polish notation. What is that? First the operator will get. Operator is addition. So plus will get then AB. Okay, that is prefix. So in the name itself it is prefix. Prefix is nothing but the operator that you have to write first. Then third operation is nothing but postfix. So first you have to write what are the operands. A and B both are operands, and after that you have to write the operation symbol, that is plus. Okay. And this reverse polish notation. So these are the three notations, and we will use the reverse polish notation, and it is very suitable for the stack. Okay, and stack also will show one of the examples so that it will be easy for you. Okay, now all of you in your exam, if I ask that A plus B is represents dash, so I will give different options: infix, prefix, postfix, both prefix and postfix. So what is the answer you have to write? Infix. Suppose if I have given which one of the below one is nothing but example for postfix. AB plus AB, A plus B, and AB. Then the answer is AB plus. So similarly, I want to do one simple calculation, that is, so this calculation, this is nothing but arithmetic expression. Can anyone, what is the arithmetic expression present? 3 into 4, close the brackets, 3 into 4 plus, now 5 into 6, close the brackets. Now multiply 3 into 4, that is 12, and 5 into 6, 30. 12 plus 30, it is 42. Is it okay? Now, how we will perform this arithmetic expression by using stack, using reverse polish notation. So first you have to write reverse polish notation. Reverse polish notation, what I said, first you have to write operands, then you have to write operator. Now 3 into 4, which are operands here? 3 is operand, 4 is operand. 3 is operand and 4 is operand. The operation is multiplication. So 3, 4 into, now 5 into 6, and 5, 6 are operands, 5, 6 are operand, and into is the multiplication symbol. Now in between these two terms plus is there, that you write outside. So that is the operator. Okay, now I have to perform this operation by using the stack, and this notation is called as the reverse polish notation. Okay, now always the stack pointed to the top of the stack. Now assume that you are storing 3 in the top of the stack. Now what is the stack contains? 3. Okay. Then once again what you have to do? We have to decrement the stack pointer by 1. Initially stack pointer, here you are storing 3. Now I have to store 4. Now once again you decrement the stack pointer by 1. So the stack pointer will be moved to upside, where you will store the second operand. What is the second operand? 4. Now you store 4. Okay. Now what is the next step that I have to do? I stored 3 and 4. Now perform the multiplication operation between the two elements of the stack. So what are the two elements here? Last two elements of the stack, 4 and 3. So what is the operation that you are doing? Into. So perform 4 into 3 and store in the top of the stack. That is, here I have to store 12. Once you got the 12, then what I have to do? I have to insert 5 and 6. So insert 5 here in this phase. Next phase, insert 6. After inserting 5 and 6, now you have to perform the operation between 5 and 6, that is multiplication. Now do the multiplication operation for the top of the stack, two elements, that is 6 and 5, and store the value in 30. Now perform the addition between top of the stack and store that value. So what is the final value? It is 42. So 3, 4 into 5, 6 into plus. So totally how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay? So we are doing the 7 steps. Okay. This is called as the reverse polish notation. Then next one is nothing but instruction format. Is it okay, all of you? Then next one is nothing but instruction format. This one you already seen, instruction format. Instruction format is nothing but in general any instruction contain three important fields, which are opcode field, address field, and mode field. మీకు already తెలుసు opcode field అంటే ఏంటి? It is called as opcode or operation code field. It specifies what's the operation that you are doing, whether addition or subtraction or multiplication, increment, decrement, push operation, store operation, so load. So depends on the opcode, you will perform particular operation. And address field. Address field represents whether it is a register or it is a processor register or it is a memory address. And third field is mode field. Mode field you already know, if it is a 0, direct addressing mode. If it is 1, indirect addressing mode. Okay. This one you already know, instruction format. Okay. And the number of address field in the instruction format always depends on the internal organization of the CPU. Okay. So this is the one important point. Try to remember this. The number of address fields in the instruction format depends on the internal organization of the CPU. And there are three most common CPU organizations. So generally, the three most common CPU organization. First one is the accumulator, single accumulator organizations. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు సింగిల్ అక్యుములేటర్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ అంటే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కాంప్లిమెంట్ అక్యుములేటర్, కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఈ రిజిస్టర్. మీరు ఆల్రెడీ అన్ని చేశారు కదా. వీఆర్ పెర్ఫార్మింగ్ ది ఆపరేషన్ ఆన్ ది అక్యుములేటర్. సో కాంప్లిమెంట్ అక్యుములేటర్, కాంప్లిమెంట్, okay, like that. And one more is addition. X is nothing but memory location. Now we are doing addition operation between accumulator and X memory location. Some operand will be there. So we are doing addition operation between AC and memory and store the value in AC. Okay, this is called a single accumulator organization. Then next one, general register organization. These are the three most common CPU organizations. And second one is the general register. Name itself, what you are using? General register. We are using registers. Okay. Add R1, R2, R3. So what is R1, R2, R3? So it is nothing but, so when you are performing addition operation, so what you have to do? R2 plus R3. R2 plus R3 and store that value in R1. Okay, that is nothing but addition operation. Okay, then ఇక్కడ చూడండి అమ్మా అన్ని రిజిస్టర్స్ R1, R2, R3, all those three are registers performing addition R2 plus R3 and store in R1. Similarly, add R1, R2, perform addition between R1 and R2 and store the result or solution in R1. Result. Move R1, R2, that means R2, whatever content is there, that will be transferred to R1. Then add R1, X. X is nothing but memory location. So in that memory location, whatever operand is there with that, I have to do addition with R1, store that value in R1. Then you have to do stack organization. So what are the two operations in stack? Push and pop. Now there are we have to understand that there are three address instructions and two address instruction and single byte instructions. Okay, and now we'll see the example. First one is three address instruction. Three address instructions and empty. So three address instructions is nothing but we have three different address fields. Okay, three address fields. Okay. Now same operation that I am doing, A plus B into C plus D. So how we are doing this operation? By using three address instruction. Add. So here three addresses, R1, A and B. So M of A. So M of A plus M of B, you have to add. So M is nothing but memory. Is it okay? So M of A plus M of B. So in A memory location, what is there, and B memory location, what is there, that you have to add and store the value in R1. And similarly, add R2 C comma D ante in C memory location, whatever data, D memory location, whatever data, add those two and store in R2. And multiplication X R1, R2. R1, R2 are registers, multiply R1 into R2 and store that in X memory location. Okay, this is three address instructions. So after performing this small program, so what is the output that you got? Check చేయండి this operation. So first case లో ఏం చేశారు? A plus B. Second case లో ఏం చేశారు? C plus D. Now third case లో ఏం చేశారు? A plus B into C plus D. Okay. Now same program I am implementing with only two address instructions. How? See here, move R1 comma A. So whatever is there in A memory location, transfer to R1. And now we have to add B. Add R1 comma B. Now R1 and B is added and store that value in R1. Is it okay? Now I completed this. Add R1 comma B. That means B is added with. So in B memory location, whatever is there, that you have to add it with R1. So you got A plus B. Similarly, move R2 comma C. Add R2 comma D. So you got C plus D. Now what you have to do? Multiplication. R1 contains A plus B, R2 contains C plus D. Now multiply those two and store that value in R1. Then next one is move X comma R1. So R1, whatever value is there, that you have to transfer to X memory location. Okay, like that it is the two address instructions. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Next, similarly, the same program you can implement with one address instruction and zero address instructions. So one address instruction ante in the instruction you have only one address. Here load A into accumulator. So A memory location, whatever is there, that you transfer to accumulator, then add that value to accumulator with add accumulator with B and store value in accumulator. Okay. Then store that value in T memory location. And similarly, you do C plus D. Then finally, you multiply with so you multiply with AC into M of T. M of T is nothing but A plus B. AC is nothing but here C plus D. And now store that value in X. Okay. Similarly, the same operation I can implement it by using of the stack push A. So top of the stack will get A, then push, then we will get B, then add. Add చేసినప్పుడు రెండు top of the stack contains only A plus B. Then push C, push D, then add C plus D. Top of the stack is nothing but C plus D now. Then multiplication between A plus B and C plus D. Then pop that value. Okay. Then addressing modes. These addressing modes can be explained with the help of one simple example. Then automatically it is very easy. Are you understand what I am saying? So there are different addressing modes are there. Now why you require addressing modes means in general, if you want to perform any operation, it may be addition or subtraction, the operand has to be specified. So the operand will be specified directly or indirectly or in some other methods they will give. You already know when I bit is 1, what is the meaning? The instruction format, if I bit is 1, it is nothing but it contains the indirect. Whereas I bit is 0 means direct addressing mode. Okay. Effective address is directly present. When it is 0, effective address is present. When it is 1, it contains the address of the address. Okay. So addressing mode means how we'll take the operand from the memory, okay, based on the instruction, okay. So specifying a rule for interpreting or modifying the address field of the instruction, and what are the variety of addressing modes is to give programming flexibility to the user and to use the bits in the address field of the instruction efficiently. Now these all things I will explain with the help of one simple diagram, okay. And what are the different addressing modes? చెక్ చేయండి అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్స్ ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ చదవండి ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయో ఇట్ ఈస్ డైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్ చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నాయో ఇట్ ఈస్ డైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్ ఇమీడియట్ ఆపరెండ్ దెన్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ అడ్రస్ మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు ఇండైరెక్ట్ తెలుసు డైరెక్ట్ తెలుసు ఇమీడియట్ తెలుసు ఈ మూడు నేను చెప్పాను మీకు డైరెక్ట్ అంటే ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ ఎఫెక్టివ్ అడ్రస్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ అంటే ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ ది అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ది address. Immediate operand means in the instruction itself it has the operand. Okay. Then relative address I will explain. Indexed address I will explain. Register I will explain. Register indirect I will explain. Auto increment, auto decrement. These are the different addressing modes. Totally 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Try to remember this. Now this is the standard one example. Now using this example you can understand easily. So PC contains what is the value? Andaru cheppandamma. PC contains 200, R1 contains 400, XR contains 100, AC is nothing but accumulator. Is it okay all of you? And here you have the memory. You have the memory starting from 200 memory location to 800 memory location. Okay, and they written the first instruction. Can anyone, all of you see the first instruction? What is the instruction? Check cheyandi. Load to accumulator. Load to accumulator. Load to accumulator. Mode address equal to 500. So in two addresses they written the instruction load to accumulator. Mode bit specifies what type of addressing mode it is. Then address they given 500. Okay. So the instruction will be given in two consecutive memory locations. So first one cheppandi direct addressing mode. Direct addressing mode ante this one is nothing but mode is nothing but 0 and this is called as effective address. 500 is nothing but effective address. Load to AC ante entamma? Load to AC means you have to load the accumulator with the operand which is present in the address 500, because it is direct addressing mode. So if mode is 0, so load accumulator with the content which is present in the 500 memory location. 500 memory location emundi 800. Now that 800, you have to transfer to accumulator. Now see here, in direct addressing mode, this 500 is called as the effective address. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పా, డైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ అంటే here you contains the effective address. In this effective address, what is the content? 800 that I have to transfer to accumulator. Is it okay? So accumulator, what is the content that it has? సో ఇక్కడ చూడండి, రిజిస్టర్ ఆపరేషన్ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? ఏసీ టెన్స్ టు బ్రాకెట్ 500. బ్రాకెట్ 500 అంటే మెమరీ అని అర్థం. బ్రాకెట్ 500 అంటే మెమరీ. సో మెమరీ 500 ఏముంది? 800 ఉంది. సో అక్యుములేటర్ కంటెంట్ బికమ్స్ 800. ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఓకే? ఫస్ట్ వన్. నౌ సెకండ్ వన్, ఇమీడియట్ ఆపరెంట్. మీకు ఇమీడియట్ ఆపరెంట్ అంటే ఏం లేదమ్మా, ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ దెన్ ఫాలోడ్ బై, ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ అడ్రస్ యూ హ్యావ్ ద ఆపరెంట్. So this 500, now it is called as the data, because what is the addressing mode? Immediate operand. So address is not present in the instruction, only directly it is the operand. Load to AC ante ikkada manaki enta effective address. So effective address is not present. This is nothing but data. This is the content and load with accumulator. So 500 is the content and store that in accumulator. So 500 is the content. Okay. Then next one, indirect addressing mode. మీకు ఇండైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్ అంటే మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు. వెన్ మోడ్ ఈజ్ 1, ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్. ఇండైరెక్ట్ అడ్రసింగ్ మోడ్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ ద అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ది అడ్రస్. ఓకే. సో 500 కంటైన్స్ ద ఎఫెక్టివ్ అడ్రస్. సో 500కి వెళ్ళండి. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఎఫెక్టివ్ అడ్రస్? 800. సో 800లో ఏముంటుందో చెప్పండి. సో 800, ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ 300. ఆర్ యు అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్? So whenever mode is 1, it is called as the indirect addressing mode. Indirect addressing mode means this address contains the address of the address. This address contains the effective address. So 500 contains the effective address. 800 is the effective address where the operand is present. So 800 lemundi. 800 is the effective address. 800 is the effective address and the content which is present 300. So indirect address 800 is the effective address, and so what is the content in that 300? So in accumulator I have to transfer 300. Okay. Then next one is nothing but relative addressing mode. So relative addressing mode is nothing but, so add PC plus. So to get the effective address for this, see here, PC, what is the content present? 200. Now in the given section, what is the address they given? 500. So PC plus 500 means 500 plus 200. So 500 plus 200 ante 700. Now in 700 memory location, whatever content is there, that you have to transfer to AC. So PC plus address. So relative address ante entamma? PC plus address. 500 plus 200. 700 లో ఏముందో చెక్ చేయండి అమ్మా. సో 700 plus, and it will be incremented by 2. So 702. So in 702, what is the value present? 325. That 325 has to be transferred to the register, the accumulator register. So accumulator register contains what is the value? 325. Are you understand what I said? So once again, relative addressing mode. Can anyone, what is the relative addressing mode? Relative addressing mode is nothing but do PC plus all of you go through this relative addressing mode. What is relative addressing mode? Relative addressing mode is nothing but, so what is the value? PC value. PC value is actually 200. So first instruction is present 200 and 201. Now PC is points to the next instruction, that is 202. So PC contains 202 plus 500. So it is 702. 702, what is the content? 325. That you have to transfer to AC. Okay. Then next one is nothing but indexed addressing mode. So what is indexed addressing mode? You have to add, so you have to add XR plus address which is present in the instruction. What is the address? 500. XR and from the check 100. 100 plus 500 is 600. Bracket 600 brackets both sides. That means that is memory location. Whatever content which is present in 600 memory location transfer to accumulator register. So 600 length in the 900. 900 transfer to accumulator. Next one is register. So register addressing mode, it is direct. So R1, whatever is there, that you have to transfer to AC. R1 lo value ఎంత ఉందో చెప్పండి అమ్మా ఇక్కడ. R1 directly contains the value is 400. Now transfer that 400 to accumulator register. So accumulator register, what is the value now? 400. Now next one, register indirect. In the name itself is saying that indirect. So R1 contains the R1 contains the 400. So this is not effective address. It contains the effective address. In this location, we have the effective address. So go to 400, and what is the effective address here? 700. Okay. So it is nothing but 700. Okay. Now in 700 memory location, and whatever content is there, that you transfer to accumulator. So R1, so 400 memory location. Now 401 memory location is 700. That you have to transfer to accumulator. Okay. Then see, register indirect is nothing but this 400 is called as the effective address where you have the content. Okay, that you transfer to accumulator. Then auto increment is nothing but the same as register indirect. So, but what you have to do means, see here also what is the value that you are getting? AC and R1 plus. R1 plus and R1 and 400. So in 400 memory location, what is the content present? 700. So that 700 you have to transfer. Okay. So we'll get the 700 only. And then you have to, because auto increment, no, then it is automatically pointed to 401 memory location. Okay. After execution of the auto increment instruction, the effective address will be 401. If it is auto decrement, initially you have to decrement the register. So initially what is the R1 here is 400. Now decrement. So if you decrement, what is the value? 399. So in 399, whatever content is there, that you transfer to accumulator register. Okay, that is 450. Is it okay? So these are the addressing modes. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask. doubt? Anyone have any doubt? ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగ చదవండి, డౌట్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే అడగండి. అయిపోయింది, చూసేసారా? మామూలుగా చెప్పేశారు కదా, ఇంకేంటారా? Okay, Amma, I'm closing the session. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the next class. Okay?